Hello everyone, can you hear me? Probably can't see me yet, but we're just sorting out a few technical gremlins and then we'll get the show on the road. I think I'm coming through to you guys live now. As I said, this is my first stream, so this could be all completely wrong. Hello, hello. How's the sound? How's the sound quality? How's the sound from my voice? Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Put some thumbs up in the chat. Oh, look at me, I'm a proper streamer. All right, let's see. There we go. Can you guys see me here? I'm just trying to see if I can get my chat up, actually. Let's see where we're going. Hello. Cool. Excellent. Now, where's my... Why can't I get my stream chat up here? Oh, this is going to be so annoying. Right, let's have a look. Hello, Commando. Commando 0482. We've got Bobby Fresh as well. Bump up the mic. Bump up the volume a tad. Okay. Is that the mic volume? How's that? Ah, well, we can't use the Skalaki yet because it's not quite ready for the prime time. It's right next to me, but I'll show you guys. I'll give you guys a little bit of tour as well very shortly. Put the big Airbus sim on the motion rig. Nah, not yet. That's a plan for 2026, obviously, guys. That's a plan for 2026. Anyway, so as you can see here, we are in the FENIX A320 and we are at Sydney International Airport. Hello, everyone. Happy that MSFS is coming to PS5. Yeah, me too. It's going to do good things for the niche. Right, let's see. Streamlabs chat. Why isn't the chat coming up, guys? Okay, there's no chat there. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go on my phone and we'll access the chat that way. Happy that MSFS is coming. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Let's have a look. Where are we now? Is this game working? Let's see. How's the quality for you guys in terms of the actual sound there? Obviously, we've got nothing here. Let's have a look. And we are in the Jaffa Jet as well. Bit lower than the mic before, but it's good now. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you guys for tuning in. This, as I said, is the first VATSIM online stream I've done. I figured that my content's a little bit, some would call it inconsistent. I'll just say sporadic is when I upload. So yeah, word in the street is he gets a full motion A320 rig going. He's going to buy an extra A320. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this Simblitz is my moderator today. If you guys have never heard of him, he's another content creator based in Australia, and he does a fantastic job. This camera is a bit low, you know what I mean? A bit low there. Let's sort that one out. Oh man, am I a doctor in real life? Yes, I am. I actually am a doctor in real life. I work. There we go. Let's get that like that. That's a bit better. Bit low on that view, but we'll have to sort that out before we start moving the motion system. Yeah. Thank you very much, Sim. I appreciate you dropping in just to say hello. Anyway, let's see. Where are we? Cool. So I've not really thought about this really, but am I using lossless scaling? Nope, not using lossless scaling at all. This is just straight out the sim. I've got a 5080 build with a 9800 X3D, and I'm currently playing in 4K, but it's downscaling it to 1440 for you guys. Makes sense how he affords this. Yeah. So Job is actually a doctor. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to go external power on like so. In fact, I don't have the sound in my headphones. Let's do that. And it all comes to life. Now, I guess the irony of actually using this thing when I've got the actual Airbus cockpit next to me. In fact, do you guys want to see the Airbus cockpit before we start going? Before we start messing around with the actual flight? Let's just show you this. So let's pick up this face cam here. Oh. How much is this going to stretch? Not that much. Oh my god. You guys want to see the wires that are here. So, bit of a cinematic trickery here. So this is obviously the rig. This is the motion rig that you got here. I've got this cheeky thing here which I haven't even showed you guys yet. The the Moser. But look over here. That is the Airbus cockpit right there. And yes, there is a bed because this actually is my spare room. And as you can see, I'm building the first officer side at the moment. It's not quite there yet. But yeah, that should be done fairly soon. And I've got the triple screens coming and everything. But anyway, that's not the point of today's video. We are going to be flying as Jetstar 515 from Sydney all the way to Melbourne as Jetstar 515 on the VATSIM network, which will be cool. But first, let me sort out the cameras as well. Give me 1 second. Cool. I was going to sort the cameras out, guys. Will I fly a lot with other creators like Alpha Originals? Yeah, I've got plans to do some collabs with some of the American streamers as well, which would be fun. What kind of branch of doctor am I? I'm an emergency medicine doctor, so high octane, fun stuff, good stuff. Yeah. So emergency medicine is what my thing is. But if you guys just give me a few moments just to sort out one of the cameras, I'm going to leave you a little bit of music here. As I said, this was always going to be a little bit tricky, so let's just give me 5 minutes. I'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. Okay, and we are back. Sorry guys about that. As I said, this is going to be a bit of a testing stream. Let's see. There we go. Okay, can you guys hear me? Can you see me okay? Just let me know. Is that flight doc from Sydney? Yeah. Well, I'm not from Sydney. I live in the Gold Coast. But we are flying from Sydney today, as you can see. Now, is the actual Microsoft Flight Simulator coming through okay for you guys? Can you see that all right? Just let me know. Five by 5, excellent. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Right, let's get this show on the road. Now, as always, I've forgotten one thing, which is actually V-Pilot. So let's get V-Pilot involved as well. And as you can see, I'm very well prepared for this. But yeah, we're going to do a little flight here. Just a bit of a test, really, more than anything. And our aim is to basically make sure that we can actually stream properly. Okay, so let's see. Is V-Pilot playing well with us? Let's have a look. V-Pilot is on. Let's see if we can tune at least the ATIS. Let's try that. 118.505. 118.505. Where are we? Okay. And nothing. Why is that? Can you guys hear anything? Where is the A320 cockpit? A320 cockpit is right next to me on my left, which I'll show you guys. When we get into cruise, I'll just do a little bit of a look around the A320 cockpit and I'll show you guys what I've done so far and what we're waiting for. But we're not getting the ATIS. Oh, 550, not 505, my bad. Reading is hard. There we go.
050.5.
Ooh, that's probably like crazy loud for you guys.
Sydney Terminal Information Foxtrot.
How's that, guys?
Expect independent visual approach.
ATC?
Do not pass through assigned runway center line. Runway tree for left and right for arrivals and departures. Independent parallel approaches and departures in progress.
Yep, flying down to Melbourne.
Wind 020 degrees, 15 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers.
Can you guys hear that?
Light showers of rain. Temperature 24. QNH 1009er.
1009er.
On first contact with Sydney ground or approach, notify receipt of information Foxtrot.
Information Foxtrot. Okay, let's go back down here and flick that out.
Time check.
Yep, you guys can hear that. Absolutely fantastic. Cool. All right, so yeah, we're going to be flying from Melbourne. Oh, sorry, not Melbourne. Sydney to Melbourne. Side stick fault. Let's ignore that. Let's dismiss this. And yeah, always happy to hear you guys' feedback for like the streams, the videos and things. I've got some videos planned with Alpha Originals, as you guys saw. We've done a few collabs. Most recently, if you've not checked it out, is his most recent video where we went to an actual A320 cockpit in the UK when I was there last summer, and we filmed a full flight together. We actually filmed 2 flights, one with him where we flew into Madeira, and oh, mic's a little low. Let's turn that up a bit. How's the mic now? Let's get a bit closer. How's the mic? Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, so we flew into Madeira. We can't hear you very well. Quiet. No. Okay, right. Let's just. Is the background Airbus noise too loud? Oh, I see what the mic's done. Okay, let's just change that. Let's go 12 decibels. How's that with the mic now? Can I give you a route to do in an A320? Well, my favorite approach in the world is going into Santos Dumont in Brazil. It's the best approach. We'll have to do that one on the channel at some point, but I'll probably do SBSP. How about now? Can you hear me now? Still quiet? Okay, let's... Better? Okay, you can hear me okay a bit better? Does it sound like me coming through? Excellent. And if we go to the outside, can you still hear me? Hear me okay? And the visuals are looking okay for you guys, looking pretty crisp? The time delay on this is something to get used to, because I sit there and I start staring. It looks like I'm staring away from you guys. I got to remember you guys are right here in front of the camera. Anyway, thank you all for tuning into the new stream. I figured that the best way to engage with you guys when I have such a long time in between uploads is to do some streams. Now, I'm very new to streaming. I never really watched them until like the last 6 months, and some of the really good streamers have been really engaging, and it's good to see how they do it. So open to feedback. We are going to attempt a flight today on the VATSIM network on the stream for the first time. And if this goes well, hopefully we'll be streaming a lot more often. And we're just streaming on YouTube at the moment. We're not on Twitch or anything like that. But yeah, as I said, open to you guys' advice and ideas and things. Right, and as I said, we got Simblitz here, who's kindly offered to be a moderator today, and he's going to be helping me keep the chat in check. And as always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Anyway, let's go through the first startup flow. We'll just get down here to our EFB, and we'll go to FENIX, and we'll go to this. So we're due to leave in about a minute's time, which is not going to happen. But let's just quickly load instantly to get us show on the road. Let's get the motion system on. So as you can see, I've got a button here, a red button. Well, you can't see it, it's just out of shot. And that engages the motion system. And this thing is actually just coming to life now. So you might see the camera shake just a little bit. Anyway, that's going to start engaging. And we're not going to see it actually working until we go. Is this my first stream? Yes. Can't believe I'm here for your first live. Thank you very much. PC specs. I have got a 5080 build with a 9800 X3D. We've got only 32 gigs of RAM, which is a bit silly. We need to get some more. But as you can see, it's running pretty well. The screen I've got in front of me is the Asus PG48UQ, which is a 4K monitor. It's a 48-inch 4K monitor, which Asus kindly sent to me as a sponsored thing back in the day. And yeah, so let's get up top. We're going to go up top, and I like to start my APU early. So we're going to go APU, wait 3 seconds, and then we're going to go APU start. You're going to get the emergency lights on. Cruise supply is on. APU is starting. Let's get the fuel pumps on. Probably a bit early. And I should have done this ages ago. We're going to go ADIRS 1, 2, and 3. I've been told off for doing it in the wrong order before, so there we go. And that all looks pretty good. Nav light is on. Nothing else needs to change up here. And we'll wait for our thingy to come online. Did you guys know that you can actually align the ADIRS much quicker? So if you actually initially turn the ADIRS to nav, if you switch them off and then switch them on again, it just instantly aligns. I'll just show you that, which is a bit of like an immersion breaker. But if we do that again, off and then on, bam, immediate alignment. Anyway, you deserve more than 68k subs. Thank you guys. The growth has been pretty fast. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. And let me see, we've got our wing views here. We are in Sydney. I think this is the Fly Tampa Sydney, which is a really good Sydney scenery. And we are here. In fact, maybe we should just, should we get the box done? Do you guys want to do a walk around? Should we do a walk around? Does Moser make a left-handed stick? No, this is the right-handed stick actually, but it works pretty well. Make sure my Moser software is actually on. Yep, Moser software is on. Yeah, so right-handed stick on the left side. I am descending into Sydney. Oh, my days. We'll hear you on the radio. I'm just going to tune... Maybe I won't tune ground yet because it's going to get annoying. Let's go outside. Whoa, let's do a little walk around. Okay, let's open this door here. Oh, what's going on? Have a little... Oh, my days. Where did these guys come from? I did not expect that. Okay. Wow. I got real stage fright. What the heck? Hey, so I know it's a bit sus, guys, seeing the pilot leave the airplane. But, oh, the door's all shut and everything. What's going on? Okay, let's go back to the cockpit. Right, we'll do a walk around on the next flight. We might do a next flight after this. Anyway, so let's go down here to our MCDU. And I got a lot of flack for saying MCDU, but what I meant was like MCDU, as you guys know. And I'm using the... Let's pull this camera off. Oh, there we go. Let's pull that camera out. There we go. And I'm using the... Wingwing MCDU here. We'll go to ATSU first and AOC menu, flight initialization, and init data request. As you can see here, we've also got the Wingwing Pack 32 throttle, which is amazing. I've not showed this on the channel yet, so there's actually a bit of a first look at this Wingwing here, which looks last crew never deplaned. Some maneuvers that the King Bebo did before he passed away are really cool. Okay, Simosiole 1795. I'll have a look at that. But yeah, look, so there we go. This thing works really well. You can see when we're trimming that changes and then go to 0. But anyway, we've got our initial data. We are Jetstar 515, so we'll put that in here. Cost index is going to be 30, so we can plug that in pretty quickly. like so. And in fact, let me just get you guys back up here because holding that is a bit of a pain. There we go. Okay. All right, let's have a look. Let's see. So cost index was 30. What's our flight plan? Let's have a look. Routing and impacts. No, summary and fuel. So cost index is 30. We're going up to flight level 360. So we'll set 360 on our wing FCU. And let's see, a routing. So we're expecting runway 34 left, which we know of the ATIS, which will just get requested again. 34 left and 34 right for arrivals and departures. In Sydney, seemingly, when you take off, if you're going north or east, then you'll take off on the right runway. If you're going northwest, it'll be the left runway, and the same for southwest and southeast. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I think that's roughly what they do. And we're expecting the Wollongong 2 departure. Wollongong is an area near Sydney, so they use it as an intercept point for that departure. And yeah, let's look down here, and we're going to get our flight number in. Jetstar 515, flight level 360, check. Excellent. We'll get our wind request in. Wind request just the one time, and that should come up very shortly. And there we go, there's our wind request. And let's make sure we've done our weights as well. So fuel planning. Happy that this does this all for me, because actually it's a lot of effort. Let's see, have a little look now. What was your flight path currently? Would you get a full force feedback throttle if it existed? For a 737, yeah, but expensive. Let's see. I mean, yeah, the do you guys want to do a stream from the actual Airbus cockpit? Like, I don't think it's ready yet without like triple screens. It feels like it might be a bit, you know, not as good. But if you guys want to see a stream, I'll do a stream from the Airbus cockpit. Have I ever been to Haas? No. I was actually going to go to Haas. Haas is a museum, if you don't know, near Sydney, about 2 hours south. And I was going to go to Haas a couple of weeks ago, but just didn't have the time. So I need to make sure I go there, because they have got a lovely Qantas 747 there, which you can actually go inside, which is cool. Okay, cool. So we've done that. Let's have a look. I think it's time to chat to ATC. So let's get up to our front. Oh, a bit laggy there. Don't like that. Let's have a chat to Sydney ground. Sydney ground on 121.7. 121.7. Okay, and tune. Do we have anything? What information is it at the moment? Information Foxtrot. What gate are we at again? Gate 54. Okay. I actually fly into Sydney in real life literally every 2 weeks. So I think I've flown out of most of the gates by now. Anyway, cool. So we are just off 515, gate 54, information Foxtrot. Let's have a chat to them.
Jetstar 8689, a radio check.
Jetstar 8689, ground rate G5.
Sydney ground, Jetstar 515, stand 54, information Foxtrot, type A320, requesting IFR to Melbourne, please.
Jetstar 515, ground at Eclipse, Melbourne, via Wollongong 10 routes, runway 34 right, Maribit 7 departure, Wollongong at transition, climb fastest to 5,000, squawk 3 at 7 at 30, departuring C1 at 22 days away.
Cleared Melbourne, Wollongong planned route, MAB 7 departure, 34 right, Wollongong transition, 5,000 initial altitude and squawk 3730, and departures on 122.8, Jetstar 515.
Jetstar 515.
Okay, cool. They don't say read back correct in Australia, so you'll never hear that. You'll just hear, you know, your call sign. So there we go. And putting it into the actual scratch pad is how I just remember it. So here we go. Have I gone to Sheps Mound, my favourite Sydney spot? No, I've never been to Sheps Mound, actually. I need to make a trip out to Sheps Mound. Good place to spot, given I'm there, like, all the time. I'm actually flying to Sydney tomorrow morning. So I'm going to be away for a week again, which is why it's so difficult to have constant content, because I work away from home. So anyway, let's get the departure in there. So we're going to be doing MAB 7. Oh, what the hell? No, don't do that. Departure 34 right, Marib 7, Wollongong transition, insert, excellent. Okay, cool. That's it. Let's have a look at our chart and see what that actually looks like, because I wasn't expecting that star. So go to charts, and these charts are by Navigraph, which are absolutely awesome. And let's see, have we been to Newcastle, Australia? No, I've not been to Newcastle, Australia yet. It's also on my to-do list. I've lived in Australia for about almost 5 years, actually. But I've not been to Newcastle just yet. So what is that? Would you rate Newcastle something to see in Newcastle? Let me know. All right, let's go. Departure is going to be from YSSY. Actually, just do that. Why am I wasting time putting in stuff manually? I know that's more realistic, but come on, guys, we've got to get in the air. Navigraph. Oh, you're joking. Have I not done this? Oh, no. Right, let's just do this. Just give me 1 second, guys. Talk amongst yourselves, you know. Approve. Allow. Oh, there we go. And that's Navigraphed. Done. Greetings from Tassie. Have a safe flight. Ah, I need to go to Tasmania as well. Greetings from Tassie. Whereabouts in Tassie are you? You can see my my alternate is Hobart, which is very interesting. Tasmania is a place that I've never been to, but really need to go. All right, cool. Let's have a look at our departure. Loading charts, departure. Let's go Marib 7. I reckon it's pretty straightforward. So it's going to be departure of 34 right, coming up top, and then we're going to be doing an immediate banking turn at 500 feet. Immediate banking turn right and heading towards 075 out towards Marib. And if we're going out here, we'll probably get radar vectors, but we need to actually come down here towards the Wollongong transition. So we can expect to be above 10,000 feet at this point and then turn right towards here. We may just get a route direct, something like that. But anyway, that's our chart there. Cool. All right. Let's pull this back. Oh, why is this lagging? Cool. All right. We've got that set in. Let's do our performance calculations. Departure performance. We'll sync the load sheet. We're going to be 3-4 right. We're going to have the packs on. Flap config optimum. Should we do toga? Should we toga or flex? Let's do toga. Nah, let's do flex. Gotta save the engines even if they're virtual. Do you know what I mean? Alright, calculate, and we'll send to McDo, and V1141, rotating at 141, and V2 of 142, flaps 1, trim down 0.1, flex to 70 degrees, engine out, and acceleration is 1520. Cool, let's have a look down here to make sure that's in, performance, and that is in. Cool, I think that's pretty much everything. Let's have a look. APU bleed can come on, beacon light can go on. Oh, and everything switches as GSX gets the pushback ready for us. So, okay, we are going to be pushing back very, very shortly. Okay, reading the chat here. Have I been to Newcastle? Yes. As I've said, you guys, Simblitz is my moderator today, and he has got an awesome YouTube channel. He's based in Melbourne. I'm sure we'll be doing some stuff together soon. But yeah, you can check him out as well. And thanks to Simblitz for doing the moderating for me here. I really appreciate it. Cool. Let's have a look. GSX. We're getting ready to push back. Got a few Jetstars here. Although, why aren't they saying anything? Can you guys hear GSX? I can't hear it. We can assume that I've messed up the audio somewhere. That's okay. Oh, just love this livery. And look at this. Quite a few aircraft here, actually.
Very hard to understand. It's a bit,
Jetstar there. Where else have we got? Jetstar there. Qantas terminal there. And we are going to be doing 3-4 right. Which is actually this runway, isn't it? Okay. On final 3-4 right for All Nation Palmer. I'll just open up VATSIM radar and have a little looky. My guy is on final for 3-4 right. Nice.
Jetstar 32 pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Jetstar 32.
Let's have a look. How far are they along?
8680,
Cool. I think we can push actually. In fact, no, guys. If you remember, have you realised what I've forgotten to do? Can any of you guess what I've forgotten to do? I've only just clocked it.
It's 8689 A5 clear to Canberra via Wollongong
Yes.
Centre route. Runway 34 right, Narrabit 7 departure, Wollongong transition.
Is the ATC too loud for you guys, or is it okay? Let me know.
C1 at 22 days wait.
Old silver white A330 Jetstar. Jetstar used to have an A330. Man, I didn't know that. Okay.
Jetstar.
No, I've done the boarding.
If you please repeat.
It's 8689 clear to Canberra.
So,
Wollongong Centre route.
I forgot to put my squawk in, and I've completely forgotten what they said. So we have to ask them again. Oh my days. Actually, someone's right. I didn't close the door. Let's close that door. These guys. Bye. All right, let's find out what the squawk is. Can you guys remember what the squawk was? In fact, let's Did someone finish their readback? Sydney ground Jetstar 515. Apologies, I've forgotten my squawk.
Yeah, Jetstar 8689 are clear to one.
Whoopsie.
Flight.
My bad.
Runway 34 for departure.
Push and start request. Nah, the squawk, man. The squawk. I've forgotten the squawk.
Wollongong transition. Climb via SID to 5000. Squawk 4757. Transmission frequency. 122 decimal.
It's 8689.
All right.
Ooh,
that's not good.
Squawk 1050.
Was that for me? $3730. Damn. Did you go back in the chat and go back in the thing and find out? Let's have a look. 3730.
Taxi Charlie Cross runway 25.
3730. That'd be impressive if it is.
Charlie, cross runway 25.
Just waiting.
Hotel 24 Jetstar 515.
443 current available. 443 send.
Gotta wait, guys.
443 clear to Melbourne via Wollongong Centre route. Runway 34 right. Narrabit 7 departure. Wollongong transition. Converted to 5000. Squawk 6032. Departure in C1 at 22 days wait.
I can't remember, guys. Oh, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. I put it in the scratch pad, but I forgot to actually write it down. There's no point putting it in the scratch pad if you're not going to write it down, right, guys?
443.
Jetstar 515. Apologies, I've forgotten my squawk.
Jetstar 515, squawk 3730.
3730 Jetstar 515. 3730. Wick Hunter, you were completely correct. Thank you very much. All right, let's go. TA auto on. We'll get these. We'll keep these off because we don't want to give the ground crew cancer from the radio waves from there. You shouldn't laugh, but anyway, lock the door, and I think we're good to push. Sydney ground Jetstar 515. Request push and start, please.
Jetstar 515, pushback route.
Push approved, Jetstar 515. Okay, what direction are we going? Tail to the right. Okay, GSX. T pushback. Tail right, nose left. And we can assume they've said release parking brakes. So we'll go down here. Release parking brakes. And hopefully we actually start pushing back. Let's see.
Bravo, cross 25 short golf, velocity 44.
And we are moving. We are moving. And the motion system has come to life, as you've seen there as well. So let's get back into the cockpit. We're going to go down here. We're going to go mode ignition. And we're going to start with engine number 2. Engine number 2 is starting just here. And let's get a nice engine number 2 view.
Jetstar A689, early to confirm or we clear for the airport.
Is that the new Jetstar uniform? Puffer jacket and chinos? Ah, yeah. Airbus A320 aircraft. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Going to be a beautiful flight, guys. Woo! Still flying 2024 because I find... Yeah, fair enough. 2024, this is actually the SU4 beta. As you can see, it's working quite well. It's, you know, I had a lot of issues with 2024 when I first started. And yeah, it's improved massively now in the SU4. It just seems a bit more smooth. You've got just bit more performance. Yeah, anyway, look, let's have a look down here. Engine number 2 is available. We can start with engine number 1. Engine number 1 is going. Now, I recently did world flight in Sydney in a 330 sim, and I was flying a 4-hour leg with an actual retired A330 captain. Let's set parking brake. And he told me a few things. So like down here you can see the bleed air coming up. So this tells us that we've got bleed air pushing into the engine. And wait, hang on. Oh yeah, there we go. N2 is rising up here. But when we get an B there, that's actually the ignition. So they've got A and B ignition modes. And the plane interchanges which one it uses to basically maintain each igniter, I guess, which is cool. And then we're going to see fuel in action. Where's the fuel? Where's the fuel flow? Fuel flow, there we go. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're almost fully started here. Okay, what's going on with GSX? We can't hear them. Okay, cool. Is the stream still looking okay, guys? How's the stream looking? Thanks for joining, Commando. Good to see ya. And Zofu YouTube. Oh, appreciate it. That's so kind. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think this is a way to do some more content, and this is a relatively boring flight for various reasons. But I think what we'll do is see how this goes, and then we can do some more flights in the future. Anyway, so both engines are started. We'll do our post-start flow. So mode norm, arm the speed brake, reset the rudder trim to neutral, and flaps 1. We'll go up top and we will do APU bleed off, master switch off, taxi light on, runway turn off light on, strobes to auto, and should probably get the seatbelt signs on anyway. And let's have a chat and let's get our taxi clearance here. So Sydney ground, Jetstar 515, request taxi please.
Jetstar 515, taxi Charlie cross runway 25. Bravo 10, hold it short 0.
Taxi Charlie, cross 25, Bravo 10, hold short Sierra, Jetstar 515. Okay, I think I know where that is off head without even looking, but let's have a look at our charts again. We need the ground chart. Where are we? Ground chart, the -9 chart, is it called? 10-9 chart. Where is that 10-9 chart? Okay. I'm going to use FatSim on my computer. Anyway, let's see. Anything else we need to do before we go? Yeah, let's get this on. I actually haven't got my auto brake thing from WingWing just yet. That's why I haven't shown it on the channel. But let's get this running. And yeah, pretty good. Now, it was a bit naughty of me to get a clearance before being actually ready to taxi, but there we go. Now, I wish this stream chat down here would work. Let's see. How do I do this? Okay, let's have a look. So I'm using the Navigraph phone app here to work out our taxi instructions. As I said, clearly I've not set this up right just yet for this stream, but yeah, 3-4 right. So we're going to go Charlie, cross 25, Bravo 10. Okay, cool. Easy enough. Fine, let's do that. Cool, right. Let's get parking brake off.
Taxi
And the motion system should come on. And the motion system has come on. And we're going to do a little brake check. Brake check. Oh. Pull myself back a bit. And let's get going to runway 34 right. Okay. Excellent.
Ready for pushing start.
Jets 86, 89 pushback approved.
Make sure that our taxiing is working. There we go. Cool. All right. Let's do this. Right. Let's get back. Let's get the chat back. On the next stream, I'll sort it out so the chat is not literally on my leg here. But there we go. Okay. I've got an echo with VATSIM. Tell me more. Do you guys also hear the VATSIM echo there?
Good afternoon, ground. Jetstar 501 for a radio check, please.
Okay, cool.
Jetstar 501, ground VG5.
Thank you so much, Neil. Neil W, CCM 123, appreciate it. Let's go down here, let's do a control check while we're moving, which is going to be sketchy as hell. Okay, full forward. And full aft. Oops, we're going across the runway. Let's get the strobes on. Ah, strobes are on. Full left. And neutral and full right. And this is going to be super sketchy. Let's try and get straight on. We're going to hit the pedal disconnect. We're going to go full right on the rudder. And full left on the rudder. Oh, jeez. There we go. We've done that. Oh, that was sketchy. Oh, yeah. Is that you over there? Football Nation Palmer? That you there? 737?
030 set knots. Class U 1400, temperature 23, changes any golf.
Okay. Oh, okay. As you can see, this is rotating.
443 pushback.
And we're going to go to the left here. Can you guys see the movement of the motion system there? And look, this is a Football Nation Palmer. There we go. Good day, mate. You forgot your landing gear, mate. Oh, we're going to end up on the grass here. The streams will get better, guys. This is just the first one. It's a bad example of this, really. Right, cabin is ready.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Fabulous. All right, we'll do that. Get rid of that. Go up top. And we are approaching Bravo 10. Which we're holding.
102, thanks. Taxi Golf Alpha, cross runway 25, and up at Alpha 6, runway 34 left.
And we're going to turn left on Bravo 10. Oh, bit quick on these. Driving like it's a race car. And then we'll hold short Sierra. Just here.
Jetstar 515, contact Tower 1205, okay.
Tower 1205, good day, Jetstar 15. 515 even. Alright, let's just stop here. Parking brake on. Alright, let's contact Tower 120.5. Why is that still blinking? Nope. Okay. Why am I not using something to do these radios? I thought this would be like a more interactive way of doing it so you guys can see what I'm tuning, but this is actually just going to make life harder. There we go.
Alright, clear for takeoff, Jetstar 32.
Is that Sierra down there? Oh, that's Sierra. Let's keep going. Cool. Let's keep going down towards Sierra. Sydney Tower, Jetstar 515, approaching Sierra.
Jetstar 515, Sydney Tower, good morning. Taxi Tango, holding point Tango 6, runway 34 right.
Taxi Tango, holding point Tango 6, runway 34 right, Jetstar 515. Cool. Right, we've got our taxi clearance to Tango 6, holding point 34 right. Let's just get our takeoff config sorted out, get rid of that. Takeoff config is normal, although predicted wind shear, auto, and 1 and auto. And we'll go to, there we go. Excellent. How's the visual quality for you guys? Still good? All right. Let's head down Tango for Tango 6. I'm going to do a full length here. Now, the takeoff out of Sydney is actually quite exciting because you have that big turn immediately after takeoff. So, yeah, I'm excited for this, guys. Okay, Tango 6. People be like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Why is he driving like a race car driver? Alright, let's get down here. It's crazy how much power this thing's got. We're just idling and we're hitting 22 knots. Wait, is that guy leaving or? Beautiful. Look at that. End up in the drink if I'm not careful. There we go. Visuals are great. Excellent. Am I using the Scalarchy pedestal? No, we're just using the wing at the moment, which I don't think you guys can really see through there. Okay, let's have a sip of water. Let's put this mouse down. Just got to contact me. Who's that from? QFA 905. Have a good flight. Ah, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. You too, bro. Let me write you too. Thanks. There we go. All right. So let's get our departure frequency in, which is going to be Unicom on 122.8. Okay. All right. Going a bit quickly here. We'll just tip the brakes to make sure the motion system's still working. Oh man, guys, yeah. I wish you could all experience this thing. It's a lot of fun. All right. Visuals are great. Excellent. Cool. Well, yeah, so guys, I've just opened up the YouTube memberships program, which is just a thing to help support the generation on the YouTube channel, basically. I'm probably going to start doing some giveaways for members soon, and that will be anything from like some wing gear to something a little bit more special. But stay tuned, we'll announce that properly a little bit later. So Tango 5, Tango 6. Just our 515 approaching Tango 6, fully ready.
Just a 515, thanks, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 34 right, just our 515, thanks. Okay, we are clear for takeoff. We're going to go into the runway. Let's get landing lights on. And we're going to get, keep the wing light off. Strobes are already on, I forgot to turn them off. And we'll ding the call bell. Cabin crew, please take your seats for our very sporting departure. Ooh. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. You guys ready for takeoff? Let's just stop that there for a second. We've got no one on approach. Oof. Alright. Miss spool them.
Sydney Tower, New Zealand 102, ready for departure.
And hear that noise. There we go. Manflex 70 SRS runway. Autothrust is blue. Why does that runway look kind of weird? Like it's like in slow motion. You guys notice that as well? I do not know what's going on there, but we're going to have to ignore that. 80 knots. Checked. 100 knots, stick to neutral. Okay.
Landing, just the A320, I will line up on the G4 left.
And V1 and rotate. And positive rate. Gear is going to come up. Over to Unicom, thanks to ATC, Jetstar 515, cheers. And we are in the air, beautiful, just like that. And we're going to start our turn. Oh, beautiful. City of Sydney in the distance there. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, it's a bit gusty actually, isn't it? Bit gusty there. Woo! Let's see. Anyway, get back in here because it's a bit of a procedure turn, this. Alright. Fighting this a little bit. And leave us to climb. Thrust climb, climb. We're going to pitch forward for a little bit of acceleration as well as we turn over to our intercept point here. Oh, let's get that back there. And we've got a speed limit of 180, and I think that's to enable us to climb at our best climb speed here. Okay, and we're going to turn onto our heading there. Oh, bring the nose up. Oh, this is a real bad example of following the flight director, guys. Okay, cool. Look at that. Beautiful. Although the scenery ain't looking that good. I'm not sure what's going on there, but anyway. And then we're going to turn over to the left. Let's open this up a bit. Alright. Beauty. Okay. Let's just turn that left a bit more. Cool. And once we get above that, we should be able to start retracting flaps. Is that 180 all the way till there as well? Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay, pitching forward. I'm going to aim to accelerate to 250 knots. And flaps 1 speed check. Flap 0 speed check even. Flap 0 speed check. Well, when did me and Alpha go to the simulator? How long ago? It was last... When was it? It was a long time ago. It was actually March. March? April? April. Maybe March. Yeah, March. A long time ago we did that sim. Yeah, sometimes these videos take a long time to produce and release. So, like, yeah, it's, yeah, about March that came about. So I'm going to show you guys just a little, like, view of what the motion system looks like a bit more up close. So let's go to the rig view. Can you guys see that there? See me pitching. Passengers in the back like, what the hell's going on? Wings are flapping like a bird. There we go. Cool. So we are gonna hand fly it for a while, I reckon. Let's not let the computer have all the fun. But as you can see, when I'm turning left and turning right, the amount of like movement in this sim is actually quite alarming. So when you pitch forward, you can see it kind of go up. Oh, let's not do that. Oh, okay, let's luckily the seatbelt signs are still on. But yeah, that's just the the amount of motion you've got available. Yeah. Cool. So let's pitch up and get back on climb, and let's have a chat to Unicom here. Sydney traffic, Jetstar 515 is climbing 360, returning out towards Melbourne, Sydney. Towards Melbourne being the Vegas thing, autopilot 1, and let's get our QNH ready for 10,000. So hitting 10,000 anytime now, and we're going to set standard. Standard is set, and we are going to get the landing lights off, and seatbelt signs can come off. Oh, I'm not used to using the the mouse for this. Seatbelt signs off, runway turn off, lights off, and taxi light can come off as well, even though that should have been on takeoff, but we'll ignore that. And we are on our this guy. What's that? Oh yeah, okay, we need to do that side as well. And we are turning nicely towards Melbourne. How good. Right. Alright, let's have a look. Catch up with the chat. I got fly-by-wire, it runs fine. Fly-by-wire is pretty good. VATSIM age requirement is like, yeah, 13, I believe. And yeah. Cool. Alright, so we are in the air, guys. And yeah, let's just have a look at some of the other views. Beautiful. Look at this cabin. This cabin looks identical to obviously like Jetstar cabins, isn't it? Like that's what it looks like. Right. Let's have a look at the chat again. Does the rig not motion when you're not lively moving the stick? It does. So you can feel turbulence and things with the motion, but generally speaking, it responds to whatever you're doing. So whatever attitude you are in the game will be the attitude that the motion system will do in real life, basically. So yeah, spoilers armed. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's get rid of that. I'll put it down to nerves. Doing a live stream is very different from filming a video and editing it. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Okay, let's have a look. Any of you guys got any questions? Any burning questions about flight sim setups, YouTube, content? Feel free to put them in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them. So yeah, let's have a look at this here. Yeah, so I'll just walk you through the setup that we've got here at the moment. Have a little sip. So at the moment I'm running the Track Racer rig, which is a upgrade new thing that I've not actually shown you guys yet. Yeah, so this is the Track Racer rig. It's aluminium profile. Where are we heading in game? We are heading to Melbourne, actually. I don't think the Volanta has upgraded properly. It's not really showing my route. That's probably my fault. Let me see if I can sort that one out. Give me a second, and then we'll go through the rig. Right, Volanta. I hope this doesn't crash the sim. Let's have a look. Add a flight plan. Add a destination. YMML. Melbourne. Gonna like, before I like dox myself here, just gonna cover that camera for a second. Let's see. Oh no, why isn't it gonna? Actually, there we go. That's fine. Let me just upload my SimBrief username. Be right back, guys. I'm just gonna sort out the Volanta so it actually works for you guys. The flight. No. Guys, I'll be back in just a second, just sorting out something. Thanks for your patience. Just so we can get the flight tracker on Volanta working properly. Okay, I think that should be working now on the Volanta network. Now we're on the VATSIM network. What's this thing doing? That's okay. We got our speed there, heading, altitude. Damn, we're climbing quite quickly actually. There we go. Look at that. Beauty. Alright, so there's no ATC at the moment. Hopefully we get ATC en route. But I'm just going to read through the questions that you guys have put here. Let's see. What kind of camera do I use for videos? Well, I use... Let's get it out. I use this. I use a Sony A7 IV, which is a full frame, fancy kind of camera. But I like the visuals. It's probably a bit overkill for YouTube, but I like bringing you guys some crisp stuff. So this one, it was worth the outlay. Anyway, let's see. Melbourne to Launceston, about to take off from Melbourne. Have a safe flight, mate. How do you join VATSIM? Is it through Discord? No. On the website, basically, you can join VATSIM. You got to do a little quick test to be able to join the VATSIM network. But once you've done that, you can fly completely fine as well. So, anyway, we are approaching Wollongong, which is our first. This is the last bit of our SID actually, and then we should be pretty much scot-free to do whatever we want. Let's just open this up a little bit. Let's see. So, cool. Alright, we got a bit of time. Anyway, let me walk you guys through this. Let me first see if I can get the stream chat working. Streamlabs, why aren't you working with me? Anyway, right. Cool. Let's talk you through the rig. So, yeah, so this rig is the, how do you call it? Track Racer aluminium profile rig, which I've gotten with their flight sim options. Aluminium profile is good because you can add lots of different bits so that you can add your flight sim peripherals to. Easier than like a standard set alone rig, which you can't really add any like stuff to. So this one's good for that. At the moment on the sim, we've got the Wing FCU and EFIS, as you can see, which is the Wing Airbus autopilot control. On top of that, I mean, below this, we've got the Moser yoke here, which I've actually not shown you guys at all. But let me just get the, let's get out of this chair. Oh, right. Tell my age there by jumping out. Right, we got the Moser yoke here, and it works really damn well. It looks really awesome. Is this image coming through well for you guys? Anyway, yeah, so this goes on here. Let's just lock that in like so. And when we're doing Boeing stuff, that works. But for now, we're doing the Airbus, so we'll get rid of that. Push that back in. And Moser kindly sent that along for review. We have got this, the Moser yoke. I shouldn't do that, otherwise I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. And the Moser, not Moser yoke, the Moser side stick, the AB9, the big boy, works really, really well. On the other side, let me pull this up. There we go. On the other side, we have the Wing, what do you call it? Throttle, the Pack 32 Wing Airbus throttle, which you can see works really nicely with the FENIX. Then we've got the Wing MiG-2 as well down there, which, yeah, does everything you expect it to do and really does improve your immersion. Right, let's have a look. Now I've got this on the world's longest USB-C. This is the rig. Got this red button here. Ooh. Red button here that basically kills the force feedback or the motion system. You bring that up to get the motion working again, as you can see there. The PC build here is a 5080 build with a 9800 X3D, 32 gigs of RAM, which will update to 64 gigs, and 2 terabytes of data, and the Wi-Fi dongle up there. Now the actual display is the Asus PG48UQ, which is a 48-inch 4K OLED display, looking absolutely phenomenal there, as you can see. And this is the view you get from a rig like this. As you can see, that is the point of view, looking down at the throttle, The rudder pedals are the Wing Skywalker rudder pedals. They're now called the Orions, which is cool. And then this down here is a big box for the motion system. So, yeah. Now, let's see. Let's have a look at the chat. We'll just catch up with the chat. When are you getting the full Skalaki setup? Well, that remains to be seen, to be honest, because the full Skalaki setup is quite expensive. But do you guys want to see the Airbus setup? Do you want to see the Airbus setup, which is actually right next to me? I'll show you the Airbus setup. We just need a few more likes before we can get there, because we're sitting on 54 likes, which is great. We've got 57 people watching, which is absolutely awesome. But a few more likes and we'll do that. And if you guys can spam some hearts in the chat as well. Look at me trying to be a streamer. But yeah, there we go. A bit of a closer look at all the other gear that you can see there. Cool. Excellent. Spamming those hearts in the chat. Love it, guys. Now, look. This is not going to look as pretty as it does in my polished videos, but this is the actual Airbus cockpit that I've got here. So, I'm not sure my headset is going to stretch, but on my left, we have the Skalaki. Now, this is the Skalaki pedestal, as you can see here, and it looks so good. I know, it looks bloody amazing, right? Everything, as you can see here, is functional. In the initial video, these weren't actually on properly, so you had like the little tiny thing here, and that's my fault. I didn't stretch out the HDMI, but that'll be sorted out in the next video. But you can see that is super functional there. Everything just feels good. The best thing is being able to do that with the trim wheel. Yeah, everything on this thing works. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I've got the Wing FCU here, the screens. I've now got chrono, brake pressure gauge, and that's the captain's side. And currently building the first officer's side, as you can see. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess, actually. It's looking a bit sorry for itself, but we're going to get this stuff sorted out very soon. And you'll see it on the channel. We'll also get triple screens as well. And yeah, this is a not that big of a room, actually. You guys might be a bit surprised at the size of this thing. So like looking at this out here, there's a spare bed. Had a friend stay recently, and this is the bed he was staying in, because this is actually my spare bedroom. So yeah, it's a bit ridiculous having this whole Airbus cockpit here, but there you go. Now let me just get this back on. Okay, let's get that back there. There we go. Cool. All right. Back on the flight deck. We are at flight level 360. Right. Cool beans. Well, let's see. Raven Aviation. Yeah, man. Just spent $800 on Wing stuff. Arrives on Monday, except for the pre-order stuff. Good on you. You're gonna love that stuff. It makes such a big difference. Kennedy. Not sure what that means. Let's have a look. Have I ever tried that rig with a VR headset? Yes, I've actually got a Pimax Crystal Light, and I've got a Varo Aero. The trouble is, motion and VR works really well, but there is always a trade-off. Like the visuals are pretty good. Making content in VR that looks good is very difficult from my point of view, because you end up with a bit of a shaky mess, especially if you're using a motion system. So that's something I haven't really worked out just yet. I'm very keen to try out something called Big Screen Beyond. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Big Screen Beyond 2, but they make these ultra cool like VR headsets that look amazing, and I'm looking to try those at some point in the future. But yeah, I've tried VR a lot. I just haven't really. I much prefer pressing buttons and things, and I find VR a bit annoying, especially because I wear glasses as well. But there you go. Lachlan. The thing with VATSIM is it's scary at first. My first VATSIM flight was with Alpha Originals, actually. Flying into London, which I wouldn't recommend. If you're doing a shared flight with someone who can take over, who knows what they're doing, then that's okay. But you could honestly just start VATSIM by finding the quietest airport possible and just doing some circuits. Talking to ATC, getting used to it, doing something very, very simple in a very simple aircraft. Not circuits in an A320, circuits in like a 172, because it's still the same. The issue isn't always flying the plane, it's also being able to talk and fly at the same time. But it's always worth just trying it out first. Somewhere quiet, let the controller know that you're new, and you'll be totally fine. Right, what else we got here? You've got MDF for your A320 cockpit, captain cockpit. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Let me know how that goes. Putting it together is a bit tricky, but definitely worth it. Alright guys, what else we got? What's my most regrettable flight sim hardware purchase? Ooh, that's a hard one actually. Nothing's been that bad that I've really ever regretted it. Maybe, yeah. I bought the Thrustmaster. Is it the Warthog? Not the Warthog? Maybe not. Something like that, basically. The Thrustmaster, one of the Thrustmaster joysticks. I bought it and it just immediately just stopped working. So I guess that was a bit regrettable, I guess. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Anyway, guys, we are in the cruise. Let's have a look. Let's go and have a look at the passengers. Make sure that they're okay. And I saw someone say, I need to get a trackball. I definitely need to get a trackball, to be honest, because this situation with a keyboard and mouse is annoying. Normally I don't have this problem, but I just wanted to stream today, so we'll have it sorted out next time. But anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a chat to some of the passengers. There are. Cool. Hello, mate. What's going on, bro? Look at his eyes. What was the budget they spent making this guy? Because he's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. You got great textures like this, and you got this bloke looking. Guess why has he come to work like this as well? I don't understand. Like Microsoft, Adobe, I don't know. Anyway, look. Let's unlock the door. Everything looking okay for now? Yeah, looking pretty good. Alright, let's go outside. What's going on, guys? Yep, just coming here just to say hello. / use the loo. These guys are all terrifying. Wow. Time for food service. That's right, Simblitz. Today we're going to be serving chicken or beef, mate. I said chicken or beef. Fine, whatever. No food for you, sir. Hello. Okay, fine. This is... You know what? For when I was playing Microsoft Flight Simulator 98, where I had 20 FPS and planes that looked, to my mind at that time, pretty good, to where we are now, this brother's got blue eyes. Okay. You say nothing. Do you mind if I just have a look out the window, mate? Just let's get back to my seat. There we go. Ah, look at that. I've sat on many a Jetstar, so this feels eerily realistic here. All right, let's time for some more flirting with the flight attendants. Yeah, something like that. Let's have a look out the window. Look at that. Whoa, Australia. Right. Are you looking at me? Where's the Coke and Pringles option? Oh yeah, true, sorry. That's correct, Simblitz. This is actually Jetstar. Am I serving like chicken and that? Nah. Anyone like some Pringles and Coke, anyone? Yo, you want Pringles and Coke? Hands up. What would you like, mate? Pringles and Coke. Which one? Oh, he's got the... Ooh, he looks a bit like Max Verstappen, doesn't he? Strange. Anyway, back of the plane, deja vu. I know this is a bit silly, guys. What is going on there? Let's have a look at this bloke. Mike Tyson looking guy. That's a head tattoo. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal work there, mate. You just, what are you off to? Tattoo convention? That's something quite special there. Alright, can we go in the toilet on this plane? No, we can't. Okay. Just at the back here, chilling. Where's the flight attendants, actually? Is that no flight? I left the cockpit door open. Okay. Cool. This is sketchy stuff, guys. Sketchy stuff. And why are we going so slowly back to the cockpit? This guy. Got my eye on you, bro. Got my eye on you. Right, let's go to the cockpit. Let's let's shut the door. Does that work up there? Nah. Oh, does it work? What does that do? Oh. I've never played with that before. What does this do? Nothing. No, okay. Yep. I just went to the toilet. Didn't do anything dodgy. Anyway. Right, let's look up here. That's all looking okay. Seatbelts are off. That's running. We forgot to start the chrono on our takeoff here, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. Alright, let's see. EFIS, MICDO, and FCU currently only have the Wing Samana joystick. Used to have the Thrustmaster throttle, but when Wing released their throttle, yeah, the throttle was really, really good. The difference is, like, when you play flight sim, when you can actually click a button, so like, you know, rotating the ignition like that, right? Versus doing it, you know, by doing it. It just adds so much. And the wing stuff is like fairly affordable. Obviously that is very, very relative. So, you know, it is a privilege to be able to afford this stuff. But if you can, it's definitely worth getting. Let's see. What's my opinion of my small overhead? I love it. I love my small overhead. It's made by a guy called Santi. He's based in the Philippines, and he makes these mini overhead panels for people to use. And yeah, they're pretty awesome. I can't complain at all. It's got all the basic functions you need, basically, to actually run a flight from A to Z. A to B even. And yeah, it's pretty good. I would like a full overhead to complete the cockpit, and because I just hate saving money and spending it instead. But you know, the mini overhead works really well. Alright, I think we should start considering our descent planning here. Even though we're a bit of a ways out, we're almost at our equal time point, about the halfway point there, ETP. And our top of descent is 160 miles away. So maybe we should think about our descent. My smallest overhead? Yeah, so this is my smallest overhead, as you can see here. This is the, I can't remember, it's a bloke down in the UK makes these. And even this, like, enough for a flight. Your strobe lights, your landing lights, your takeoff lights, your seatbelt signs, your no smoking signs. You can do your APU stuff, your battery, your external power. Even this I was happy with. I keep getting more and more stuff, but when I go away for work, which I'm going away for work tomorrow for a week, I just use a laptop. And a laptop is enough to play flight sim. And that's now a video that's coming. Can you play flight sim on a laptop? The answer is yes, these days you actually can, with all this frame gen and a 5th generation GPUs, and with Microsoft Flight Simulator, you may doubt this, it becoming more optimized, you can play flight sim on a good laptop as well. So yeah. Oh, right. Cool. Let's have a look. Alrighty. All looking pretty good. All looking pretty good. Let's go to the outside. Look at that. We are flying over Australia, heading down to Melbourne. Now, the only thing with Melbourne is the add-on I've got for Melbourne can sometimes bring the sim to its knees. So I'm hoping that a miracle happens and we don't stutter halfway in the approach, or at worst, a crash to desktop. So hopefully that's okay. I've got the micro overhead and it's great, but I'm thinking of getting Santi's overhead. Yeah, the Santi's overhead is absolutely awesome. Mobiflight, it works with the same as the mini overhead. And yeah, it adds enough. I don't feel like I'm losing out by having Santi's overhead on even a full-size cockpit. Because to be honest, if you get a full-size overhead, you're not going to be using half of the buttons there. It's more just for bragging rights more than anything. So a small overhead works perfectly fine most of the time, basically. Orbex loves to make computers beg for life. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, Orbex is a bit rough when it comes to some of the stuff they put out. But you know, I think they're Australian, so we got to support them. You got to support them. Let's see. Hey man, I love your channel on your home cockpit. You inspired me to design my own cockpit idea in Tinkercad. Love your vids. Ah, that's really kind. I appreciate that. I wish I had the skills to actually design stuff. I'm usually waiting for someone to create something because I can't create stuff myself. In fact, if any of you are watching this and you know how to design any Microsoft Flight Simulator sceneries or sim objects, please let me know. DM me on Instagram. If you guys haven't followed me on Instagram already, I post all sorts of stuff behind the scenes of the sims. But yeah, if you have the knowledge to make a sim object, then I've got a project for you, which is really exciting. Let's see, getting late over here, so I am leaving. Have a good flight. Thank you so much for joining Raven Aviation. Appreciate your time here. And yeah, right, let's think about our arrival. Right, I'm gonna just go in here and to sim brief, import. Right, let's see. Do we have ATC in Melbourne? That is a question. We have tower and we have approach. So let's see. So we're going to be doing the runway 16. Let's see. The Boeing 1 Alpha. Let's add that to the plan. Let's go down here. Okay, arrival will be the Boeing 1 Alpha. And I think runway 16 is in use, but we need to look at the ATIS to figure that one out. ATC, we have approach. ATIS is 16 approach, ILS. Yankee, Boeing 1 Alpha, and approaching via, no via, return, insert. Cool. Alright, let's just double check that is in the right place. We'll go to plan mode, reduce the range, and then we'll have a look. So top of descent just before Buller, down to Boeing, and then a nice left turn into runway 16. Cool. So let's get arc mode back on. Performance calculations, we can see what our likely approach speed is going to be, 135. Let's add in some stuff from the ATIS to get ready. So let's see, wind is 210 at 8 knots. Temperature is 22, which is pretty cool because I live on the Gold Coast and it's pretty warm at the moment, although it is a bit overcast. Maybe it's not 22. QNH on the ground is going to be 1003, and we'll set the Barrow, which will be based on our approach. So let's have a look over here. Side stick fault, we're going to ignore that. YMML. Come on. Arrival. Boeing 1 Alpha, runway 16. And we'll just have a look at the arrival chart first of all. Excellent. Cool. So we're going to enter at Boeing, and we're going to be heading down towards Maxwell. So Maxwell. So above 9,000 at Maxwell, below 9,000 at Seknu, above 5,000 at NSEG, between 6,000 and 4,100 at Nefer, and then by Belter we need to slow down to 185 knots before turning to final and being vectored via the approach controller who is on at the moment, and that's for runway 16. As you can see, they are intersecting runways in Melbourne, which means you need to kind of have your wits about you, keeping an eye out for traffic, but ATC should have that under control. But if there's no ATC here, you run the risk of crashing into someone if they go up the runway and don't know you're there. So that's the arrival chart sorted. Let's get the approach chart up for ILS 16 Yankee, ILS 16. Okay, there's our approach chart. We're going to be using the minimums of, am I seeing this wrong? ILS decision height 640. Okay, 640. Interesting. Have I done something wrong there? That seems pretty high. Oh no, okay. Decision height. Why is it 640 versus 208? Can someone tell me? Because I'm a bit confused here. Why don't I become a pilot? You know your stuff. Yeah, well, watch this space because I'm going to start flying lessons properly next year. But yeah. You should do a flight in the Dash 8. Yep. I'm planning on doing a flight in the Dash 8. I've probably spent the last 2 weeks playing X-Planes solidly, like alone. And X-Plane to me is fantastic. It's come so far and actually is looking really good. Even compared to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So watch this space. We'll be doing some X-Plane stuff very soon. Okay. The free add-on yesterday wasn't any good, which is kind of to be expected from a free add-on. Yeah. In Flight Sim, we don't have a good Dash 8, unfortunately. But yeah. Okay, cool. So we're approaching our ETP here. Let's open that up. And I am just going to quickly take a short break to use the loo, all that kind of good stuff. And I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes time. Okay, don't go anywhere. 5 minutes. Okay, we are back. We are back. We are back. Okay, right. Where has that thing gone? Okay, here we are. Alright guys, thank you for tuning into the stream. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, so let's just see, where are we on the chat? Cool, let's see. Does WingWing offer preset keybinds through SimApp? I'm just running manual binds. Yeah, so WingWing does offer preset keybinds through SimApp Pro. There is a bit of a knack to doing it, as in like you have to kind of really spend some time working out how it actually works, because I had a bit of issues with the actual throttle when it first came out. Couldn't get it to work the way I wanted it to, but eventually we got around those problems and it was working. So they do actually have control binds for most things, but you might find it tricky if it's not just native, like the EFIS, the FCU, that kind of stuff. Let's have a look. Ooh, the software is a bit confusing. Yeah, if you find the software a bit confusing, you can actually run MobiFlight instead of the SimApp Pro, and that works really well as well. So that's an alternative for you. Let's see. What's the best way to learn to fly the big airliners? Any suggestions? Do you know what? Half of the battle of flying these airliners is seemingly one part physically flying the plane, and the second part is knowing the systems. There is a YouTuber I watch. Is a guy who flies for, I think, Eurowings. He's an Airbus captain. And he does like 6 cameras in the cockpit where he shows the whole setup and everything. Honestly, that's the best to get to know how to fly these big birds, is watching the guys do it for real on YouTube. Again, watching YouTubers do it, like, I don't do any like videos that show all of the setup, but some other YouTubers do show their Alpha shows a bit more than me, and some other guys will show some setup. And there's lots of cool tutorials on YouTube as well that you can find that are helpful. A330 driver, yeah, he's one guy who does most of the actual setting up as well, which is cool. Let's see. And Raven Aviation, what she said, designing a tiller module. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Let me know when it's done. I'm always cool I'm always keen to see stuff like that, and you know, also like support people when they create things. There's a new training system coming soon from Navigraph. Oh yes, that's very true. Yeah, a virtual flight school from Navigraph is coming soon. Obviously, it's not a free option, so if you're looking for free options, YouTube is available. But you know, if you've got money to spend, then Navigraph will probably be a good option when it comes out. Works on computer. Hey mate, hope you're good. Yep, I'm very good. Thank you, Stolen Con. I'm very good. Yeah, we're going to try and make these streams relatively frequent. My next YouTube upload will probably be at some point later this week. It's going to be the first flight using the Scalarkey pedestal with the full cockpit sim setup. If you guys have just joined the stream, I did show everyone around the cockpit earlier. We can do it again just now. Oh, let's pull that out. Okay, on the second cam, and let's switch. God, I really need to get this streaming setup sorted out. There we go. So again, I'm going to show you around the setup. This is what I'm looking at currently. It's currently daytime in Australia, as you can see here. So we're looking out here at the sim. We've got the wing FCU here. We've got a bit of turbulence. You can see this. The motion is kind of moving. So you can see that I'm keeping my hand completely still. The motion is moving around because of the turbulence. We've got the Orion wing pedals. I've got this screen here, which is going to then do an infinite glitch, which is showing all the YouTube stuff. The Action 5 camera, which is filming the face cam. The PC 5080 build. The wing Moser AB9. Don't look at those wires. There's a million wires there. And this thing, the full Airbus cockpit with the Skalaki pedestal. So, yeah, and a spare bed because it's a spare bedroom, and an ultra wide. But anyway, I've shown you guys too much already. Right, let's get that back on. Let's get that back on there. All right. Okay. Okie. Excellent. Okay, cool. Right, so it's almost time to descend. Let's have a look there. We're about 30 miles from top of descent. Let's do our descent briefing. So we're going to be doing a descent via the Boeing 1 Alpha, and we're going to be aiming for ILS 16 here. We've got that all plugged into our McDo, and I'll keep calling him McDo to the day I die. And we're going to be aiming for a runway 16 approach. On our performance page, we'll go next phase. We've put in what we think is going to be the QNH, which is going to be 1003. And we're going to be doing a full approach. We're not going to be using config free. The Barrow, which we did look at there, is, I guess that's 208 radio altimeter. Let me know if I'm wrong there. I probably read that wrong, but we'll go 208 for the barometer, 208 on the radio, and that is our final there. Cool. All right. We're going to be doing an auto brakes low, so we'll get that started right there, and we'll get our landing ILS landing system activated there as well. Constraints are on the box. Seatbelt sign is still off. Cool. All right. I think we're ready to get our descent, and this thing is moving around. There's some real turbulence here today. And look at that. We're in the Jaffa Jet, the orange special edition Jetstar livery, which is looking pretty cool up there. And Microsoft Flight Simulator is looking good. I really want to play X-Plane with you guys, because I think X-Plane it surprised me. The way it feels, the way stuff looks. Anyway, let's catch up with the chat quickly. And Afishal, you're actually the one who got me to flight sim about a year ago. I purchased my wing gear about a week after finding your channel. Thanks for showing how fun this can be. Oh, no worries. I appreciate that. That's a really nice comment. Yeah, flight sim is great. I used to do racing sims. If you guys don't know, I've got another channel called The Car Doc, which I haven't posted on for about a year for various reasons. But the flight sim community is awesome. I've seen nothing but great people in this, and it's been so fun to be a part of. Let's see. All right, cool. You guys can see the motion like moving around a little bit there. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. It's time to descend. Let me just see what's going on the ground. So we can expect to talk to ATC just after Boeing, about here, before Maxwell, and we'll need to give them the ATIS information as well. So one thing I see virtual flight simmers do on the VATSIM network that in real life they would always do is they would give the information of the ATIS as soon as you get a controller, especially when you're approaching, to let them know that you know what the current runway is, what the weather information is, and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and do that today and not forget. But anyway, right, let's see. Oh, is the weather radar on? Yeah, it is on. Okay, cool. You right, mate? You ready? You ready, bro? You ready? You ready? Sorry, guys. I'm being a bit of a buffoon. All right, cool. Right, let's have a look at the chat. Bro, I just got home from work, enjoying you watching you post night shift. Ah, bro, I'm glad you're enjoying watching this. I know how a night shift can be. I work, so if you guys don't know, the flight doc comes from the name because I'm actually a doctor in real life. And yeah, night shifts can be rough. So yeah, I hope you've had a good night shift, and I hope you have a nice post-night sleep, mate. Matthew Tan. Oh, Matthew Tan. Oh, wait, you're also a doctor, aren't you? Viper 12. Are you interested in plane spotting or just sims? I love plane spotting. I was plane spotting like a few days ago at Gold Coast Airport. You can watch the planes come over quite low. Sometimes, I mean, I fly every 2 weeks for work. So having the opportunity to plane spot is cool. Let's see. ED was bad, mate. Mate. Getting flashbacks. Guys, I work in the emergency department as well. So yeah, a bad night shift can be the difference between having a good night's sleep and, to be fair, you have a good night's sleep anyway. But yeah, hope you're. Are you done with nights now, Matthew? All right, we're reaching top of the descent. Let's set ourselves down. So flight level 100 blue, and we'll just descend a little bit early and descend. Cool, and we are pitching down for our descent. Excellent. Had an E7 Alpha. What's the E7 Alpha? Is that a military aircraft? I recognize it as a military plane. A lot of plane spotting in the ACT in Sydney. Okay, I've flown into Canberra once. I've not done plane spotting there, although like it's quite good because I think there's is it a Bunnings that's just by the Canberra airport? Or you're just driving up and you can see, is it Bunnings? I think it is Bunnings. Be a good place to spot Bunnings. Let's see. Yep. No, another 2 night shifts. Not jealous. Matthew, I've not done a night shift for 6 months, which is the locum life. But anyway, we won't talk about that. Temptation to... One moment. Oh, God. I should be making those noises at 32. And that's come up. Let's get rid of that. Cool, and we are on our descent. We've got a bit of a stiff crosswind here, 113 knots. We're pointing in the completely opposite direction to where we're going here. Look at that. Wow. Looking good. Looking so good. I should really put like a little table on the right hand side actually, shouldn't I? Okay guys. Give me 1 second again. Sorry for all these like stops. Oh my days, the face cam. My apologies for what you may have seen there. Tech issues. Oh. Why is that pointing that way now? This is a disaster. Turn around. Okay. There we go. Oh, now it's pointing the wrong way. All right, guys. Give me 1 second again. Alright, we are back for good. As I said, guys, this is the first stream, so it's going to have a couple of teething issues, but we'll just get through it. Right, there we go. That is better. Is the stream still looking okay for you guys? Just let me know. About to land in Launceston. Time to lock in. Yeah, bro, lock in. Have a safe landing. I'm excited for you. Okay, cool. We are still on track. That was a bit sketchy. 10,000 is a good altitude because we won't reach there before we get to Maxwell. Alright. Cool. Let's look around. You ready to land, bro? Bro's ready to land. Bro's ready to lock in. Is it too early for the seatbelt sign? I don't know. Unruly lot travelling to Melbourne for a big weekend, so I think we'll just get the seatbelt sign on now. Excellent, excellent. Very good, very good. We'll get our charts out so we can remember where we're going. Very, very good indeed. Boeing 1 Alpha. There we go. We should get the like cool little triangle at some point coming on to show a tracking. Oh, thanks Wizard Gaming, I appreciate that. And thanks Simblitz for the update, it's looking good. Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, cool. Do you guys want any particular views? The outside? Wow. Sure be landing. Do I fly in real life? Says Wizard Gaming. No, I don't fly in real life actually. I've probably got about 2 hours of IRL flight time Cessna 172, but that's going to change. Next year I plan on flying for real. We'll first be getting our PPL. Maybe we'll be going a bit further, but we'll see. Definitely want to fly for real, get some real flying content out. But that's just, yeah, it's more of a time issue more than anything. But yeah, we're going to aim to fly tomorrow. What else we got here? 102 knot headwind. Damn, what's our component at the moment? We have a 50 knot headwind. Cool. Oh, we've got a contact me there. Who is that from? Melbourne approach. 132.2. Okay, cool guys. This is where it gets exciting when you can talk to a real ATC. Oh, love it. Right. 132.2. Oh, okay, it doesn't go down. 132.2. And we know that tower's going to be 120.5, so we'll get that in afterwards. 120.5. Ah. Cool. What's our information for our approach? Let's have a look. Okay. I'll have more on-screen stuff for you guys soon, I promise. Information is Papa, 16 right, 210 at 8, nothing's changed. Okay, cool. Let's have a chat to him. Melbourne approach, Jetstar 515, passing flight level 160, Boeing 1 Alpha, information Papa. Did that go through? Oh, 132.0. Whoopsie daisy. Let's get that set properly. Melbourne approach, Jetstar 515, passing flight level 148, Boeing 1 Alpha, information Papa.
Jetstar 515, thanks for Papa. Expect ILS approach runway 16, descend via the start to 9000.
Descend to 9000, expect ILS 16, Jetstar 515, cheers. Cool. All right.
Jetstar 517, was that you calling?
Jetstar 517, request they go 48 after landing.
Jetstar 517, you can take that up with Tower. He's online when you land.
Let's see. Where's the chat gone?
I got these.
What PC specs have I got? Well, I don't think you need that much. I'm running Flight Sim on a laptop. So, not currently running it on a laptop, but I have run it on a laptop a lot. Just want to get that view a bit like that. There we go. So you'd be surprised as to what can actually run Flight Sim. Maybe I should do a bit more of a test. My stuff is relatively high-end, and by relatively I mean it is high-end. 5080, a 4080 Super, and a 570 Ti. I think the absolute value for running Flight Sim, essentially you need enough VRAM if you want to run at medium to high settings. So a 5070 Ti has got, I think, 12 gigs of VRAM. If you pair that with a decent CPU, you'll have a fine time running top like 2K in terms of your resolution, sometimes maybe 4K on lower settings.
515, continue descent via the start of 5,000.
Continue descent 5,000, Jetstar 515. Okay, cool. Alright guys, your earlier chat was a design was send me by email. Yeah, send it to me by email. My email's on the YouTube channel, or DM me on Instagram.
Jetstar 517, you established?
515 and 517 is confusing.
517 now established.
And yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator does run mostly on servers as well. So let's see. Time with how to make Flight Sim content like your videos. That's a hard one. I mean, I think you just put your personality into it, show that you're excited, and you're never gonna miss out really on getting people to enjoy your content. I think just show how much you enjoy it. And I guess don't be afraid to just be yourself. Anyway, let's go. Local QNH is going to be 1003. 1003 left and 1003 right.
Jetstar 517, I was established.
There we go. Cool.
Jetstar 517, thanks. Just be mindful there is a 185 knot restriction at Delta next time. Contact the tower 120.5. G'day.
Okay, guys.
I'll be sorry for that on that power. Jetstar 517.
I'm going to chat to you guys again. I'm going to lock in a bit now because we're coming into the approach. But yeah, cool. We are going to be landing very shortly. Jetstar Jaffa Jet on its way. I don't know what's going on here. I think my LOD is set too low because this looks a bit X-plane, if you know what I mean. All right, we're 250 knots, below 10,000. Let's get our landing lights on. Using this mouse issue is going to have to stop. This is annoying. Landing lights are on. 1, 2.
Jetstar 515, continue descent via the start to 4,000.
Continue descent 4,000, Jetstar 515. Down to 4,000. Landing lights are on. Seatbelt signs are on. Ding the call bell. Cabin crew, 10 minutes till landing. And let's see. Auto brake is on. This all looks pretty good. Hope we're not missing anything here. Don't think so. As we get closer. The sounds on the FENIX. The reason why I started the stream with the FENIX is because the FENIX is like... it's just so good. It's so good. It's, in my opinion, the best add-on you can get on Flight Simulator. Right. Look at that. Don't know what lake that is. Anyone who's near Melbourne, can you tell me what that is? Alright. Time to concentrate. Maybe we should bring that view in just a touch. Alright. Cool. Okie dokie. So, looking at our display here. Let's go to the rig. As you can see, we have got the FCU here doing its thing. You can just immediately press these on and off. Looks good. There's not really much turbulence, so this view is a bit redundant, but we'll go to the main view. Okay, cool. In fact, I think I've got a bit of time to monitor the chat. Oh, no, maybe not. We are above. We need some drag. Let's pull the speed brake. I didn't even notice that. Okay, we might have to get gear down to... Oh, no, I think we'll be okay.
Jetstar 515, continue descent by the start of 3000, cleared ILS approach runway 16, report established.
Cleared down to 3000, cleared ILS approach runway 16, we'll report when established, Jetstar 515. Okay guys, we're cleared for the ILS. We are hitting our speed target there, 230 knots. Let's have a look. Any other speed? Yeah, 185 by Belter. So we'll leave it in manual mode just now. So, is he clearing us direct? Or should we just... we're not that far away anyway. Alright, let's bring the speed brakes back up. That's all looking pretty good. So we're on path. We're on the numbers. Right, let's have a look at the chat again one more time. Got to turn on Rex, get them colours. Yeah, guys, if you've never used Rex Atmos and you're unsure, check out Simblitz, the guy who's doing the moderating for me. He's got an amazing video on Rex and like how to properly use it to make it look amazing. Like this looks not as good as it would do on Rex, but I haven't tested it with SU4 beta yet. Let's see. There we go. Thanks, Raven. Have a good sleep, mate, or wherever you're going. I've never tried flight gear. It's on my to-do list, to be honest, but I've never tried it before. Let's see. Where are you going for your second flight? Well, that's if we have time to do a second flight today. We'll see. We'll see. And is my PC custom built? Yeah, I built my PCs myself. It's the best way to do it. I've never built a PC before a few years ago. Bit more drag. Okay, I got to lock in, guys. I got to concentrate. Right. I think we are going to have to go gear down because we're not going to be 185 by Belter there. Okay, cool. Approach mode is activated. That's what you can see there. When you get our approach speed, it means approach mode is activated. We've got full speed brake down here. Like so. You can see full speed brake. And I need to get my head tracker on for this as well, really. Anyway. We are on path. Bring the speed brake in. Excellent. And speed brake is stowed. Alright, cool. When we turn towards final, I'll activate the approach mode. We're not going to get down to 185 very easily, so let's go flaps 1. And spoilers, not spoilers. Slats are coming out. Slats are coming out. Flaps 1. Speed is checked. And we are going to be turning for final just now. Beautiful. And we are turning final. Would you look at that? There's the runway in the distance. Okay, cool. Right. Let's get flaps 2. Flaps 2 speed check. And we're going to approach mode on. AP2 is on. Lock star, glide slope star. So we are established. Just our 515 established. ILS 16.
Jetstar 515, thanks. Contact the tower 120.5. Good day.
Tower 120.5. Good day. Jetstar 515.
Dangerous over taxi.
Over to tower. I sound kind of... Do I sound Australian? Because when I talk to Aussies, I start sounding a bit Australian. But anyway, there we go.
Sorry, Jetstar 517, say again.
Okay, so on our approach, we need to be stable and fully set by 1000. So let's get gear down to give us a bit of a hand. Gears coming down. Gear down. There we go. I can't believe I'm using an actual mouse for the gear. Melbourne Tower, Jetstar 515, final runway 16.
Jetstar 515, Melbourne Tower, good day, runway 16, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16, Jetstar 515. Cool, gears coming down. I think we should be okay. As you can see, this is... Wow, this is moving around quite a lot, actually. Okay, we're gusty. Let's get flaps 3, arm the spoilers. And we're going to go up top, and we're going to get these two on. On. Come on, get on. There we go, we're on. Oh, guys, this is messy. This is real messy. And we'll get flaps full. Hopefully that will give us enough to slow down as well. All right. I want you guys to spam some hearts in that chat and hit that like button, okay? Because we need to land this thing safely. All right, Cool, we're approaching our speed there. We are just fully idling. And you know what? Let's go autopilot disconnect. Have I not set the autopilot disconnect button? Oh, this is going from bad to worse. Let's go on here. Click, click. And manual mode. Let's do this, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Ah! Ah! Oh no! There we go. Right. Let's bring the nose up. I'm not going to play around with anything now. We're just going to lock in. We're going to land.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay. I want you guys to let me know whether you think this is going to be butter or not. You think this is going to be a hard landing. Okay, cool. Landing checklist, ECAM memo, landing no blue. And we've got the auto throttle and speed mode. Okay. And you can see the motion is following everything the aircraft is doing. So let's not over control it. Let's just gain a bit of speed. In fact, I'm going to just bring our approach speed up a little bit. Give us a bit of a buffer because we're getting a lot of variation. Okay, there we go. That's a bit more stable. And that airport is not looking very good, I must say. It's not loading in. Alright, bring the nose down a bit. Bring the nose down. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, nose up. Oh, oh, okay. This is... Okay, let's look outside the airplane now at this very mushy looking airport. This is really not going well. Let's just keep it stable, not do too much crazy stuff.
Good day, Cathay Pacific 134 Heavy is in
100 above.
looking for IFR to Hong Kong with AS information.
Whoa, come on.
AS information, pop on board. Cathay 134.
Okay, nah,
Hong Kong via Kappa.
going round.
Runway 27, Kappa 3 departure. Climb by to 5,000, squawk 112 departure frequency 13.
Oh, how annoying. How annoying. And flaps to Melbourne Tower, going missed.
Just 515, thanks to fly the runway heading for now.
Runway heading, just our 515. Okay, missed approach altitude is 4,000, that is set. We're going to get climb thrust in, we've got flaps 2, disarm the ground spoilers, autopilot 1. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That was a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
Jetstar 515, fly the published missed approach.
Fly published missed approach, Jetstar 515.
Thanks for that, and contact Melbourne approach on 132.0, get you back around.
Melbourne approach 132.0, thanks for your help, Jetstar 515. Okay, we've done a go around, let's talk to Melbourne approach. And our frame rates have deleted themselves. Melbourne approach, Jetstar 515, flying published missed approach, passing 2,800.
Jetstar 515 approach today, turn left heading 100, climb to 5,000.
Left 100, climb 5,000, Jetstar 515. Alright. Oh, what went wrong, guys, there? That was just completely all over the place. But there you go. Bit of fun. Let's have a look. Oh, my days, guys. Going around. Going around. It's the motion system. You land hard. I don't want to break the floor. That's the problem. That's my excuse anyway. Anyway. That's something we didn't actually really look at, the missed approach. Let's have a look here.
43 descending via the Boeing 1 Alpha Star, runway 16. We have received for part.
Quarter 443, thanks for part. Expect ILS approach runway 16, descend by the Star to 9,000.
So missed approach is runway heading and 4,000. Cool.
Jetstar 515, turn left heading 010.
Left 010, Jetstar 515. Alright guys, left 010. And I reckon we'll just get flaps 1. Flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. Melbourne looking a bit wrong. I don't know what's going on with my settings at the moment, but it doesn't normally look this bad. But anyway, how's it going in terms of the visual quality? Are you guys seeing any frame rate loss or anything like that? Let me know. Alright. Where is the airport? We're going to get nav mode on. Where's our runway? There it is. Cool. Alright. Any current speed limits for Jetstar 515?
Jetstar 515, 250 knots, thanks.
250 knots, Jetstar 515. Cool, we can speed it up. Let's go 250. Let's bring flaps 0. And we'll speed up to 250. Oh, it sounds so good! Okay. Right. Oh, let's try that one more time. We'll try that one more time. We'll try that one more time. Yeah, that was unstable because I was messing around with the computer and this and that. Just making excuses, guys.
Qantas 443, reduce
Just making excuses.
240 knots in descent.
Alright.
240
Cool.
knots in descent, Qantas 443.
It was quite gusty. Surprising. Surprising, really. Anyway. Let's go up top. Let's get our taxi lights off. Like so. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. There's the airport over there. We'll be having a Navigo at some point soon. Why did my screen just turn off? Is this the point where you go Mayday? Can you guys see that? And my screen is just switched off. This is really becoming quite annoying. Let's just tell...
515, turn left heading 300.
Jetstar 515. Can I just have just a minute to extend? My screen is just switched off. Happy with us and just heading for just 2 minutes?
Jetstar 515, okay, no worries.
Damn! Alright, is the screen going to turn back on? Is the screen going to turn back on, guys? Yes! Oh!
Qantas 443, cancel speeds below 10,000.
Oh.
I'll get you in before this go around. So cancel speeds below 10,000.
That's sketchy. That's sketchy as. Everything is going to go for us.
Cancel speed restrictions, 10 by star 5000, Qantas 443, thanks.
Jetstar 515, problem solved.
Jetstar 515, no worries, thanks. Turn right heading 050.
Right 050, Jetstar 515. Let's have a look at our fuel situation here. 3.5 tons, that's pretty good. We should be okay. As long as the screen doesn't turn off again. I don't trust myself to be able to do a no screen go around, so there we go. I've never heard. Let's have a look at the chat. What's going on? Go around. What a shame. Other than the Sim, Golden Mate, pretty good. MSFS being MSFS. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm gonna blame Flight Simulator for that. X-Plane is so much more stable than Flight Sim 2024 actually. So yeah, maybe we'll do some X-Plane next actually. Although I might save that for a YouTube video. But anyway, let the chat guide you in. The chat's actually behind by like, oh, I don't know, about half a minute, so it's a bit disorientating for me having never done this before. Never heard a pilot say that the screen has turned off before. You know what? I was thinking about doing a Mayday call, like Mayday, 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 we've lost instruments / the screen. It's like having a big bird hit the aircraft and it's just bird. It's a bird strike. I don't know. I'm sure we could have got in with just like instruments, the true test of flying in, full auto land. Anyway, how exciting. So there should be a plane on our left actually. Can we see him? Yeah, we can. We got him there. This guy who's going to go in first before us because we completely messed up our approach.
443, just confirming the speed restriction at MSEG is cancelled.
Oh, you can do some X-Plane stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do some X-Plane stuff. I actually really like X-Plane.
443.
I wouldn't say X-Plane is better or worse than MSFS. I think the physics are better. I just said it wasn't better or worse, but I said, yeah, it's a bit better, but it's different. I think they both have a place here. But I've been flying the tallest.
515, you're 14 nautical miles, waypoint NEFA. From present position, clear direct NEFA. Resume navigation to rejoin the star.
14 nautical miles from waypoint NEPA. I don't have NEPA in my plan at the moment. Is that ILS 16 Zulu?
Jetstar 515, no worries. Turn left heading 090. I'll back you in for the ILS.
Was that left 090 for Jetstar 515?
Jetstar 515, AFM.
Left 090. Just double checking. 090 is on my right.
Jetstar 090, apologies. Turn left heading 260. My split there.
260 Jetstar 515. Thanks a lot. Okay, cool. 260. I'm happy this ATC is nice. Thanks so much for accommodating me with my stupidity. Left 260 is set. How far? We're about 14 miles from that waypoint. Maybe I've got the ILS in wrong. Okay, cool. We are turning left towards the runway. We're going to be vectored in again. What are the current winds at the airport? Because I feel like that didn't feel like I wasn't.
515, continue the left hand turn 250.
Continue left 250, just out 515. 250 left is set. And look at us turning. Wow, look at that.
200, sending 5,000.
Ground. The ground texture's there. Where are they gone? Non-existent.
Information Quebec is currently expect ILS approach runway 16. Descend by the start to 5,000.
All right.
250
cool.
descent, thanks.
Information Quebec, clear ILS 16 Yankee.
I wonder if this sort of thing happens in real life. Well, there was like that
Jetstar 515, confirm you have waypoint Delta.
A firm waypoint belter is present.
Jetstar 515, thanks. You're 24 nautical miles waypoint Delta. From your present position, resume navigation, track direct Delta.
Track direct belter, Jetstar 515, thanks. Direct to insert direct belter, and then what's the altitude at belter? I think it's 3,000. So where's our top of descent? Is it going to be there just before? Okay, we can still descend a bit closer. I think 3,000 for a while is going to be a bit low. Anyway, look at the chat. I wonder if this thing happens in real life. Yeah, I mean, there was a, I think it was United or Delta, had a 737 which hit a weather balloon or something, and the windscreen shattered. So the first officer had to land the plane because here one was obviously visible. But I reckon if you had like a double windscreen shattering, which would be very unlucky, then you'd be landing pretty blind. Or I guess technically I had no instruments as well, so that'd be pretty stupid, but yeah. Thanks, Emoka. I'll hopefully ace the landing when we actually come in. And then, what GPU are you using? I'm using a 5080. 5080 GPU paired with a 9800 X3D, actually.
Jetstar 515, continue descent to 3,000.
Descend 3000, Jetstar 515, thanks. Open descend. I think we'll start slowing down as well. In fact, let's just activate approach mode. Activate approach phase.
And Jetstar 515, you're right to resume profile speed.
AFM will slow down to 185 by Belter. Jetstar 515.
Jetstar 515, thanks.
Cool. All right. So we are descending just a bit above the green dot here. Okay. Hey, French Toast. How you doing? Welcome to a very amateur hour in the flight sim world in terms of streaming goes. You guys have been very patient with me. I hope you've enjoyed this video so far. If you could like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Appreciate every single one of you for watching the videos, watching this stream. and hopefully we can do an actual nice landing. Now, I guess the question is, do I have Sky Dolly to record the landing? And that would be good. We should record the landing, shouldn't we? Let's have a look. Got to contact me. You sound an awful lot like the flight doc. Yes. I am here. Streaming at the moment. Cool. Alright, so the controller recognizes my voice, which is always cool. Let's record the landing, guys. Alright, you better butter the landing after the go-around. Yeah. Yeah, I've no excuse.
Continue to set by the star to 5,000.
No excuse. Okay, no excuse but butter, guys. These passengers are unhappy. Like, why is this guy doing go-around when it's seemingly nice weather? Like, what's going on here?
Star 515 from Delta, cleared ILS, approach runway 16, report established.
Cleared ILS 16 from Belter. We'll report when established. Jetstar 515. Anything about hi doctor, hey Carl Smith, how's it going? And then Lockie.
Jetstar 609.
Opening the window in flight, that would be sketchy. Ah yes, there was the crew. STR 1321. There was the crew. Alright, cool. Let's see. Yeah, it's a bit gusty, isn't it? I'm not sure if we should switch to maybe a flaps 13. We'll get a wind check from the tower just there. Let's get flaps 1. Flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1, and that will slow us down to 185 by Belter. But as you can see, you guys can see this, right? Look at this. I'll show you the other view of the rig. See what the rig's doing? Not so much now, but it is like moving around a fair amount. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to blame wind shear. I'm going to blame wind shear for this. I'm going to blame wind shear. Right. Let's go back to the main view here. Okay. Is the sound still sounding okay for you guys? Are the visuals okay apart from the obvious lack of fidelity here? Let's arm the speed brake. Let's go up top and do stuff that's going to be a little bit tricky a little bit later. So we'll get the runway turn-off lights on. Taxi lights and nose light to take off. Doing the call bell. Cabin crew. 5 minutes till landing. Alright.
Jetstar 609, confirm off normal.
Alright, this is a lot of nose up on the approach. I think we need a bit more flap. But I'm going to keep the speed at 185. And then we're going to get flaps in. There we go. Flaps 2, speed check. Flaps 2 is coming in. Alright.
609, no worries, thanks mate.
That will just make it a bit less upright for the passengers there. Okay.
T5 past 3000, Jetstar 609.
Look at that. This feels very low to the ground. Just 3,000, but it feels low. Anyway. Okay, it's a bit gusty. I'm going to do a manual thrust landing, actually. I'm going to turn the auto thrust off, and we're going to just manually do it. Because I think that was also they kept thrusting up. So when we got in, we were floating into the runway. Anyway, we're turning on to our approach. That's approach mode active. And Lockstar. Localizer has been intercepted. And we're not on our glide slope yet. We'll keep 180 till 10. And then we'll do 160 till 5. Look at the way it's turning. That's
Jetstar 609
so
from
steep.
Delta, cleared ILS, approach runway 16, report established.
From Delta,
Okay, glide slope is coming down now.
Established, Jetstar 609.
And yep, French Toast, we're landing in Melbourne as well. Cool. All right, guys, this is the second attempt into Melbourne, and thank you very much, Juan Zeno, for dropping in from Brazil, a place which has my favorite approach into Santos Dumont SBRJ. Anyway, look, time to lock in. I'm going to ignore the alerts until we get onto the ground safely. Okay, cool. Nasty little sniff there. All right, let's go. Glide slope is alive. I'm going to get the gear down now, and we're going to get configured nice and early. Oh, that is ridiculous vibration. I'm going to set that up again. When the gear goes down, you'll see it in a second. There you go. It moves. Right, glide slope star. And let's get slowed down. So we're going to go managed. Pushing means that we give control to the Airbus.
Confirmed established.
Just established, just our 515.
Just our 515, thanks. Contact the tower 120.5. G'day.
Tower 120.5, you've been awesome, just our 515.
Thanks very much, mate. Radio.
Melbourne Tower, just our 515, 7 mile final, runway 16.
Jetstar 515, tower go, the wind variable between 170 degrees to 230 degrees at 8 knots.
A firm for the wind, thank you, just our 515. And full flaps. And let's go manual on here pretty quickly. I haven't set it up properly. Check, and hopefully this is set. Let's go idle, and then auto thrust is off. Now we're manually flying this bad boy. Okay, cool. This may be a bad idea, but you know what? You miss out on 100% of the shots you don't take.
Runway 16, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16, Jetstar 515. Okay, cool. Alright guys, here we go. Now, I can see that wind is variable. I'm going to bring it back a bit because our speed's a bit slow. I'm going to just increase that approach speed just a touch. Just so we have a bit more of a buffer for those changing speeds. Okay, a bit more thrust. Excellent. I want you guys to let me know whether you think I'm going to slam this into the ground.
Sorry, Cathay 135 minutes, but you said you were ready.
Destroying the landing gear.
Okay, firm.
Or we're going to butter it in. Okay. There we go. Bring it down a bit. Not too much so we don't end up like oscillating. Okay. Good. We're a bit high. Let's bring that throttle back.
3 ready for pushback and engine start.
Qantas 93, pushback approved.
Okay. All right.
Pushback approved, Qantas 93.
Feels weird. Visually, it feels weird. Let's bring this down. Oh, we're floating again. Oh no. And a bit of a stutter. Land on the FMA.
Just 518, request a taxi to runway 27.
Jetstar 518, confirm receipt of Quebec.
Continue.
Sorry, say again?
Confirm receipt of information Quebec.
I don't think those puppies are aligned. Oh, stutter!
Jetstar 518, thanks via Yankee and Alpha, hold shot of Golf.
20, retard. Okay, Yankee Alpha, hold the go.
Oh my days. That is bad. And we don't have reversers, and we've got a taxi map. Wow. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Full brake in. We're going to need those brake fans, and let's just vacate here. That was terrible. And wow. Just a 515 vacated on Echo.
Jetstar 515, taxi via Victor and Golf to the bay.
Taxi via Victor and Golf to the bay, just our 515, thanks. Oh my days, that was awful. That was...
Cathay 134, runway 16, clear for takeoff. 16,
guys, do you know what? It was the stutter from this bloody airport right here.
Melbourne Tower, good day, Jetstar
Right.
709 for Hobart, request airways.
Look at this. We've got a taxi map.
Jetstar 709, Melbourne Tower, good day.
Awful.
Hobart,
Absolutely
5
awful.
Flight routes, runway 27, Sun
Bloody
54
hell. Look at that.
Climb via
Stutter.
5,000,
Stutter.
Squawk 72,
Get rid of the
5,
speed brakes. Get rid of the flaps.
13, 2 days from 0.
No, I feel like we need to now flight just because of how awful that was. Absolutely awful. Anyway, at least we know where we're going now because why is this thing on? Oh my god.
That's 709.
Yeah, okay guys. Yep. Not good. Not good, guys. Passengers in the back peeling their faces off the back of the seat. Yeah, this airport is my computer is struggling a little bit at the moment. Look at Cathay Pacific A350. I think this is one of the settings.
Contact departures, good day. Officer departure 34, good day.
Is it Control Alt 1? No. No, I'm not sure how to get rid of this thing. Let's have a look at the... let's get the butter ready. Yeah, the frozen butter. Winds are crazy. Do a Ryanair landing. Oleos take care of the hard landing. Yeah, I think the Oleos are currently probably poking between the passengers at the moment. My spine is through my head. Oh. Let's have a look at the taxi directions here. Just now 5-1. Oh. Got to contact me there. Let me just stop for a second. The third time we bumped into each other.
It's 518. The instruction was to hold short of Golf. You're currently passing Golf now.
I'm sorry, 518.
Awful. If we didn't have a flight,
Taxi forward and hold short of
I
uniform.
want you guys to let me know what you want me to do. I might have time for another one.
Just 518.
Just our 515. Just checking, was that Victor to the gate?
It was Victor and then Golf to the bay.
Victor then Golf, thank you. In fact, we could have just followed this arrow. It's taken us the right way, so... God damn! Alright. I'm going to blame the stuttering, and this started looking really weird, really like... How do I explain it? Like, ghosty, like artifactual. But anyway. Then Golf to the bay.
Jetstar 518, taxi
In Melbourne, right. Where's the chat now?
Runway 27.
Okay, same scenery. It looks great, but man, does it does it with frames, doesn't it? Right, cool. Let's go up top.
518, taxi
Let's start the APU.
Echo, then
oh, look at this. We've got the annoying pop-up. Resource usage exists. Right. Landing lights off. Runway turn off, lights off. Taxi light, strobe light can come off. And cabin crew, arm doors, disarm doors, and cross-check the fact that the landing gear is now in the cabin. Oh, that was so bad. My God. Well, luckily we recorded it, so we can see exactly where we went wrong. I think it was the fact that it was stuttering, and I flared too late, and there was a bit of a delay, and I'm just making lots of excuses now. Let's just turn into the gate and let's just pretend this never happened, guys. Oh man. Okay, cool. There we go. And we are on gate Echo 8. And we'll go up top. We'll get our taxi lights completely off. Stuttering mess. Look at this. Okay, let's slow down. 18 meters. Let's go really slow. Really slow. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. And bam. Oh. Alright, parking brake is on. Have we got APU? APU is available. We'll go down here. Off and off. Excellent. And APU bleed can come on. We can turn the beacon off. And welcome to Melbourne. If you didn't notice already, I'm sure the passengers at the back are quite excited that they're still alive, indeed. But yes, we made it to Melbourne. As you can see, this is really struggling with the frame rates, but that is this Orbex Melbourne scenery. Now, let's have a look through. Disarm doors and cross-check comes after the engines are off and packs belts off. Yeah, good point. Good point. I'm just in a hurry to get out of here. Right, let's disconnect from that. And then what we'll do is we will get the replay. Cool. I really don't even want to see this, to be honest. But there we go. Let's have a watch. We'll turn the motion off because it will go crazy if we keep it on. And let's replay. Oh, dear. Cool. Let's start from there. And maybe from the outside. Oh, wow. Look at that. So we're a glider, Gimli glider here. Oh my days, guys. We can only get better after this stream. This ain't right, but this is what you get when you fly Jetstar. No offense to any Jetstar pilots in the chat, because I'd love your job. Oh my god. Okay, this will give us an idea of where we were at least. Let's have a look. So yeah, you can see it's bucking around. And this is where we started getting some serious... Is that a house? What is that? Anyway. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look and see what happened here. Okay. So that's when I should have been thinking about the outside picture, looking at the end of the runway, flaring, and then... Bam! Damn. Wow, we bounced as well. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. All right, let's go back a bit. All right, coming over the fields. Thanks, Matthew, for joining. Appreciate you being here. Good to see you. Hope your next night shifts are less stressful than last night, and I hope you have a good sleep, mate. Thanks for joining. All right, passengers just minding their own business. Are we on the ground yet? No, I don't think so, love. We're going to land. You'll feel it. Oh my days! What the hell was that? Yeah, that was a bad landing. That was not a good landing. All right, that's fine. Okay. Let's get back to where we were, and we'll stop that there. All right, guys. That was a flight from Sydney to Melbourne, and the first flight doc stream. I'd love your feedback. I want to make some new streams as well. I might stream again a little bit later today. I have got a few things to sort out before then. But if you enjoyed the stream, please consider liking, subscribing, consider becoming a member. It all really helps. We'll be doing some members only streams and things at some point soon. But yeah, if you've got any questions about the setup, I'm available on Instagram. Send me a DM, send me an email. I'll try my hardest to reply to you guys as soon as I can. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys again very soon. Now, how on earth do I switch this thing off?